Nick, the anti-immigrant AfD is particularly strong in Saxony. Just how worrying for the government of Angela Merkel is what's happening there at the moment?
Well, I think we can go by the fact that she has spoken out herself on the events, saying that hate has no place in a state of law nor on the streets of Germany. And this a day after her spokesman said that Germany would not be a country of vigilante justice. We cannot have, I'm quoting him, people being chased in the streets because of how they look. And what he was referring to there are videos which have been circulating on social media, now being rebroadcast on German TV, of what looks like skinheads chasing migrants. It's not really clear what actually transpired. In fact, it's really worth underlining it's not really clear what took place in that stabbing death of Daniel H., as he is known. He is a Cuban German, and he was apparently stabbed to death, and the suspects, as you said, are Syrian and Iraqi. Details unclear, but that didn't seem to matter for the people of the far right. Some football ultras from the local soccer team who organized the initial demonstration. Anyway, all of this is very, very important to Angela Merkel, whose decision to allow in around 1 million migrants from Syria and Iraq in particular, beginning in 2015, has caused her all kinds of political grief ever since. So she's being very reactive.
Nick, we've seen 2 days of protests. Have things calmed down now, or is it looking like there are more to come?
Well, there was to be another demonstration, and we've just learned that it was canceled. Members of the right, if you will, people who are against migration, against the migrants, or trying to protest in memory of the man who was killed, had planned to organize and demonstrate in front of the Regional Assembly in Dresden. We just learned that's been canceled. Perhaps there's a movement to calm things down. But look, what is interesting is not only happening on the streets. As regional politicians have warned, there are a lot of rumors being spread on the internet. A lot of mobilization is taking place because of stuff that is being said on Facebook in particular. A recent study has shown that where there are a lot of Facebook posts that are anti-immigrants in certain specific towns in Germany, there is a spike in anti-immigrant incidents. So there's a battle on the streets, if you will, between the right and the left, and there's all kinds of mobilization on the internet that public authorities here are really beginning to worry about. Germany, let's remember, has one of the toughest laws about hate speech on Facebook, fining the company up to 50,000 euros for each post. So they're being very, very mindful that what's happening in the streets, what's happening politically, is only a reflection in part of what is also happening in the social media sphere. But in terms of pure politics, Angela Merkel has to worry about what's going on in Saxony. The Alternative for Germany party you were referring to is scoring around 25% in the polls ahead of elections 1 year away regionally, putting it in second place.